This takes some time. Okay, so I can see this recording has started. I'll share my screen so that you can see the thing that I have prepared for today's lecture. Just two irregular verbs that I had planned to discuss in today's class, but unfortunately this class was cancelled. Can you see my screen? This vouloir se pouvoir thing.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So today, in today's session, we are going to discuss two irregular verbs, the verb vouloir and the verb pouvoir. We have already discussed the verb être, which is to be, avoir, to have, aller, to go, and the verb venir, which is to come. You can check it in your notebook. You will find those four irregular verbs in your notebook written. Today we are going to discuss this verb vouloir and pouvoir. But before starting this lecture, I'll let you know there is a very famous proverb in French, vouloir c'est pouvoir. The meaning of this or the equivalent of this in English is where there is a will, there is a way. Okay, this is not the literal translation. Okay, the verb vouloir means to want, like making the sentence as I want, you want, he wants or she wants, we want, you want, and they want. Similarly, going with the verb pouvoir, the verb pouvoir is to be able to, and it gives the sense of can, like I can, you can, he can, she can. Okay. So let's see first of all the verb vouloir on the screen. This is the conjugation of the verb vouloir. I'd request you to write in your notebook. Take your time. I'll give you 2 minutes to write this, and then we'll see the pronunciation part of this. And I have some sentences also I have in this as an example. All right, so write this, please. Take your time. 2 minutes. It's 2:05. I'll be back at 2:07. Please write it. Okay, so I guess you have written the verb vouloir in present tense. Let's see the conjugation of the verb vouloir. The first person singular is said as je veux. This X is silent. Only this VEU part will be pronounced and it is read as V. Je veux is I want. And the pronunciation of this vouloir verb is same in this left hand part which is singular. So je veux, tu veux, il veut, and elle veut. You can see here the spelling changes a bit in third person singular. Here it is VEUT, but this T is also silent. So this common thing, this is V will be read in this left hand part, which is singular. Je veux is I want. Tu veux is you want. Il veut is he wants. And elle veut is she wants. Okay. Coming to the plural part, je veux becomes nous voulons. Nous voulons. On. ONS gives the sound of on, you know it very well. Nous parlons, nous regardons, nous demandons, nous mangeons. So similarly here we have nous voulons. Nous voulons is we want. Coming to the second person plural part, how will you read it? Could you please read vous part? Anybody? Nous voulons, vous voulez, voulez. VOULEZ is read as vous voulez. Third person plural is ils veulent. ILS, this S is silent, and here this ENT is also silent. We pronounce this as veulent. VEUL only. So ils veulent is they want. Here in third person singular, it's ils veulent, and in third person plural, it's ils veulent. So you'll find a difference between the singular and in plural form of the sentences. So je veux, tu veux, il veut, elle veut, nous voulons, vous voulez, ils veulent, and elles veulent. All right. So Bikramjit, could you please read it in negative form? I don't want. How will you say I don't want? Or any of the form, please. All the forms, please. Could you please read? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Eh, Okay, so could you please read anybody in the class? Bikramjit, he is not there, I guess. So I request somebody from like anybody. Anushka Roy, could you please read this in negative? Could you please just try? You know it very well how to write it in negative. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it for you. Is there anyone who can write it in chat section if you don't want to say? You have an option to write in chat section. Let's see how will you write it in negative. One or two forms of this verb vouloir in chat section I want to see. Otherwise, teachers, they will not be satisfied once they see that the progress, whether the student has understood the concept. Okay, je ne veux pas. Very good. Je ne veux pas. Other forms, everybody is writing the first form, first person. I don't want. Yes, Dhanya has written two form. Okay, so you know it very well. You have not forgotten how to write it in negative form. All right. Elle ne veut pas. Debanjan, VEUT. Third person, it's T. Okay. So, je ne veux pas, tu ne veux pas, il ne veut pas, elle ne veut pas, nous ne voulons pas, vous ne voulez pas, ils ne veulent pas, elles ne veulent pas. Okay, so that is the negative form of the conjugation of this irregular verb. All right, let's move to the next slide, and you'll find that there are some sentences that I have written for you. You can write these sentences in your notebook, and it will be an exercise for you so that because you will have some translation exercises in your exam as well. So, what do you mean by je veux manger first of all? For this, forget about this sandwich. What do you mean by je veux manger?
I want to eat.
I want to eat. Exactly. So, one thing to note here that we don't need to conjugate the verb manger because we have already conjugated a verb vouloir here, and the verb after that we are using is in intact form. We are not going to change it. Sometimes what the students they do that they write it as je veux mange. No, the correct sentence is je veux manger. I want to eat. Manger is to eat. Je veux manger un pizza, je veux manger un chocolat, je veux manger des fruits, etc. Okay, so similarly. But what would be the negative form of this je veux manger? How will you say I don't want to eat? Could you please write in the chat section I don't want to eat? Simply just saying I don't want to read. I just want to see how do you write. I'll tell you the technical aspect of that later, but I want to be satisfied. देखते हैं क्या लिखते हैं आप. It's there on the screen. I'll go off the screen after 5 seconds. You please write I don't want to eat. Je veux manger is I want to eat. How will you say I don't want to eat? Let me check whether they have written, whether the students they have written je ne veux pas manger exactly. No, see here. Je ne veux pas manger. Je ne veux pas manger. Je ne veux pas. Yes, yes, Anandita. Very good. Absolutely correct. Here, this vouloir verb needs to be conjugated in negative. So the syntax goes like je, then ne, then this vouloir verb veut, and then pas. You have nothing to do with manger verb in negative form. Okay? This je veux part needs to be written in negative form. Je ne veux pas manger un sandwich, des fruits, etc. Okay? Next, could you please tell me the meaning of this tu veux regarder la télé? Or if you want to write it in interrogative form, tu veux regarder la télé. What do you mean by the verb regarder?
To watch.
To watch. Very good. So what is tu veux regarder? Forget about la télé, that is television.
And
Tu
you
veux,
want to watch the television.
yes, tu veux regarder, you want to watch. Il veut chanter une chanson. Il veut chanter une chanson. What is chanter? Ch- to sing, exactly, yes, to sing. Il veut chanter une chanson, he wants to sing a song. Une chanson is a song. Elle veut danser. Elle veut danser. She, vouloir verb to want, and danser is to dance. What would be the meaning of elle veut danser?
She wants to dance.
Exactly, she wants to dance. Nous voulons jouer au cricket. Nous voulons jouer. What is jouer?
To play.
To play. We want to play cricket. Yes. Nous voulons jouer au cricket is we want to play cricket. Oui, nous voulons. Vous voulez voyager en France. Vous voulez voyager en France. Voyager is what?
They want to travel to France.
Travel, exactly. Voyager is to travel. Ils veulent inviter les amis. Inviter is to invite. Ils veulent inviter les amis.
They want to invite friends.
Very good. They want to invite friends. Elles veulent participer en concours. Concours is actually competition. Okay,
They want
pratiyogita.
to participate competition.
Yeah, elles veulent participer. They want to participate in the competition. Au concours. All right. So you know very well how this vouloir verb works. When you want to write any sentence in continuation using a verb, that verb needs to be there in its intact form. You don't need to change anything. You can see here manger is in intact form. Regarder, chanter, danser, jouer, voyager, inviter, participer. All these are in its intact form. We are not changing anything. And when you are writing it in negative form, you need to convert this je veux into interrogative, this negative form. You don't need to do anything with this manger, regarder, chanter and all. Some of your friends have written in the chat section. You can see there the sentence. There was one. There are some students those who have written it wrong. You don't delete it. Just see whether it is written as je ne veux pas. That is the correct sentence. I don't know how many of them have written it correct. I'll check it after the class. So this was the story of the verb vouloir, and the next verb is similar to vouloir. Similar. You can see here the spellings are somewhat matching. So just take 2 minutes. You take 2 minutes to write this, and then we'll proceed for the sentences of the verb pouvoir. Pouvoir, the verb pouvoir is to be able to, and it gives the sense of can, like I can, you can, he can, she can, we can, you can, and they can. Okay, take your time. It's 2:20, 2 minutes to write this pouvoir verb and the sentences of this, and then we'll discuss whatever we have covered in between cat 1 and cat 2. All right. Take your time. It's 2:20, 2 minutes for writing this verb. Okay, so the verb vouloir, we saw that it was pronounced as je veux. Could you please just try saying I can in French? Only the word, this alphabet V is getting replaced by P. So how will you say that?
Je peux,
Je peux.
je
Yes, it's
peux,
je peux. Very good. It's je peux. So it is read as je peux, tu peux, il peut, and elle peut. This X, X, and T, they are silent again, like we had in vouloir verb, je veux. Here it is je peux. In vouloir, it was tu veux. Here it is tu peux. Okay, so je peux, tu peux, il peut, elle peut. nous pouvons. In vouloir verb, we had nous voulons, but here we have nous pouvons. Vous, conjugation of the verb pouvoir with subject pronoun vous is vous pouvez. Nous pouvons, vous pouvez. And in third person plural form, this S is silent and this ENT is silent. And it is read as ils peuvent. Ils peuvent. P-E-U-V. As we had ils veulent, here we have ils peuvent. So I'll read it once again and I want a student who can read the negative part, please. Je peux, tu peux, il peut, elle peut, nous pouvons, vous pouvez, ils peuvent, and elles peuvent. And the meaning you know it very well. Je peux is I can, tu peux is you can, il peut is he can, elle peut is she can, nous pouvons, we can, vous pouvez, you can, ils peuvent is they can, and elles peuvent is they can. Now, if je peux is I can, how will you say I can't?
Je ne peux pas.
Exactly, yes. Je ne peux pas. Very good. Très bien. Je ne peux pas. Could you please read the complete conjugation, because in the examination you'll be asked to write the conjugations in all the forms. So could you please just read out so that that will be beneficial for the students, those who are absent, they will see this video later.
Je ne peux pas. Tu
Mhm.
ne peux pas. Il ne peut pas. Elle ne peut pas. Nous ne pouvons pas. Vous ne pouvez pas. Ils ne peuvent pas. Elles ne peuvent pas.
Very good. Très bien, très bien. Very good. Je ne peux pas, tu ne peux pas, il ne peut pas, elle ne peut pas, nous ne pouvons pas, vous ne pouvez pas, ils ne peuvent pas, elles ne peuvent pas. Super, très bien, très bien. All right. So, try to write this in interrogative form. You know it very well how to write it in interrogative form. So, writing with SQ, that is the preferred, what do you say, sentence. All right. Now see the sentences. I hope you have written the conjugation of this. Otherwise, we'll be falling short of time. We have only 15 minutes left for the discussion. So here we have some sentences of the verb pouvoir. Could you please just tell me the meaning of the very first sentence? If this comes in your translation part, how will you translate this?
I can
I
speak
can
French.
speak French.
All right, very good. Je peux parler français. I can speak French. Je peux jouer au football. Tu peux.
You can play football.
You can play football. Could you please read the sentences, rest of the sentences in French? Because it's too much of English. Could you please read it in French? Other students? Try, at least try. Don't worry. Nobody is going to punish you if you read it wrong. You have an excellent opportunity to correct yourself.
Dui.
Third sentence. Could you please start reading from the third sentence?
Il peut aller aujourd'hui.
Very good. Il peut aller aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui is today. Aller is to go. Yeah, the next one. Elle.
Elle peut
Débat.
apporter des chocolats.
Elle peut apporter des chocolats. Apporter is, I'll write here in the chat section on the meaning of the verb apporter. Is to bring. B-R-I-N-G. Very good, Bikramjit. You can see here this is written in negative form. You can write it in your notebook as well. Very good, Bikramjit. Very good. चलिए, elle peut apporter des chocolats. Apporter is to bring. Nous pouvons écrire. It's a new verb for you, but it is in your syllabus, so you should know the meaning of the verb écrire. Do you know écrire verb? Écrire. Écrire is to write. Write. लिखना. Okay? Nous pouvons écrire en français. Nous pouvons écrire. What is the meaning of nous pouvons écrire?
We can write.
We can
We can write, yes. Nous pouvons écrire. Vous pouvez lire le texte. Vous pouvez lire le texte. Lire. Lire is to read. पढ़ना. Vous pouvez lire is to read. Vous pouvez lire le texte. Text is any text. Ils peuvent prendre des risques. Risk is risks. Prendre is to take. The verb prendre, P-R-E-N-D-R-E, is to take. And the last sentence, the verb dire. Lire and dire. It's not liar and dire, it's lire and dire. Dire is to say. कहना. Elles peuvent dire. Okay? So you can also see the same syntax being followed here in pouvoir verb. If you have to convert this je peux parler français, how will you write it in negative? Could you please just read out it in negative, or you have option to write in the chat section writing this as I can't speak French. Je peux parler français, negative. Please write or unmute yourself and then say please. Let me check the chat section if somebody has written something. Je ne peux pas parler français. Very good, Piyush ji. Very good, very good. What is the meaning of the verb prendre? Prendre is to take. The verb prendre is to take. Meaning of the verb dire is to say. The verb dire is to say. Wow, 47 students. Wow, very good. All right. Now we have covered our cat 2 portion. Nothing is left and I was worried. Okay. So this we have some list of verbs and I'll ask you to unmute yourself and tell me the meaning of these verbs. We have covered already just quick recap of the verbs that we did in our cat 2 portion. Could you please just tell me what is the meaning of the verb parler?
To speak.
to
Donner.
speak,
Donner.
to give,
To give. Very good. Demander.
To
to
ask.
ask,
Very good. Superbe. Très bien. Bravo. Demander is to ask. Chercher. Chercher.
To
to
search.
search,
To search. Very good. Chercher is to search. Écouter.
to listen,
To listen. Very good. Écouter is to listen. Aimer.
to love or like,
Very good.
To lover.
Détester. Détester.
Hate.
To hate. Very good. Very good. Parler, donner, demander, chercher, écouter, aimer, détester. What is acheter?
To buy.
To buy. Very good. Very good. Buy. B-E2 slot. Acheter is to buy. Rencontrer.
to meet,
To meet. Very good. Rencontrer is to meet. Meeting someone, meeting your friends, meeting your family members. Rencontrer. Aider.
To help.
To help.
Exactly, yes, to help. Very good. मदद करना किसी की. Hey, aider is to help. Habiter,
To live.
to live. Very good. Montrer, montrer. Montrer is to show. Show. Montrer, you show something like showing somewhere, some building or something. You are showing some, what do you say, some article or anything. So it is montrer. The next one, célébrer.
To celebrate.
Ah, yes, to celebrate. Yes, célébrer la fête or anniversaire or anything. Célébrer, to celebrate. And regarder,
To watch.
to watch. Very good. So you know you have basic idea how to say the verbs, how to make sentences. So I guess you all are well prepared for your examination. Just you need to have everything in your mind how it works. Suppose if it is not there in your notebook, you forget to carry your notebook to the examination. You should know the rules and what do you say, the words, vocabs, and all. You remember it. All right, practice a bit before you go for your examination. All right. So we have covered everything. Now, could you please just tell me what was the first topic that we did in our Cat 2 portion? I'll stop sharing and this is just a discussion, so I'll stop recording as well. Thank you so much for your participation. It is everything is recorded, so I'm sure that this will benefit you and your friends